All right, welcome on back. Well, if you're just joining us, we were figuring out how big is too big for another portal. So before we get too far into it, we'll go ahead and that. And I think we're at the point now that we're just shaving off like bit by bit to see what is the exact. Wait, hold on. What is the exact? Well, actually, no. Size is the max size. So, and anyways, and as far as it relates to binary search and sort, it's in the sense that out of the entire possibility of like if we started from this coordinate, went all the way up to build height, and all the way down to bedrock, like every possible like the biggest size of a portal, because then you're limited as far what your width is based on first if it has to be square. Now if it can be rectangle, then let's see. Wait, how's the best way to do this? So, because then you got to figure out, okay, well, if it's not square, then it can be much taller. So then you're getting, more for it. And so, and we just picked a random value in the middle. Wait, we could do this. Reclaim our. Ah, oh no! Oh, that was so greedy for one emerald block. I fidgeted and I accidentally pressed stand up. Like, all right, well, oh, and I got it. I had 11. Whew. All right. Well, now that I've had my half a heart attack for the night, um, yeah. So binary search and sort, it's where you pick the median or the middle point or the middle value. I'm trying to remember. There's a difference between their mean, median, and mode. The mode is like the average of like the average middle value. The median, I want to say, is the value in the middle. Like if there's 11 values, even if they're not completely even, the median would be just like if there was a few ties for middle, then it would be them. But then like the median, that'd be the midpoint. Then the median is the average. There you go. So that's where it's at. Like so, you take about halfway. I mean, since this is just a basic measurement, but it's any set of data. Like if you had like an alphabetical dictionary of, even if you just had 5 words with every letter that start with every letter, then you'd have to sort, and that's where the sort comes in. So say you're trying to add to a data, or like a data structure. There you go. It could be a list. Like in Python, they use lists mostly. Java, it's more arrays and array lists. An array is a single set size. An array list is mutable. Well, I mean, mutable is changeable. Sorry, it's dynamic. There you go. That's a better word for it. I mean, it's still mutable, but that just means that it can change, or if it's a constant, or like then it can't be changed. So, mutable is just changing. Anyways, and yeah, we could continue on with all the computer science topics because really the basics that you need to understand to be able to start doing Clash of Code and solving challenges on Code Wars. All right, so this is going to hurt, but I think it's okay. All right, so now because we got to get the rest of this, it's just understanding variables, how to print things, and how to calculate things, and then how to save things in usually a list. Like I use Python, which is, in my opinion, the easiest coding language to start with. I actually started with Java when I learned, because that was the easiest at the time. Kind of, well, I mean, Python was around, but Java is like most widely used, I'd say. I mean, it's portable, whereas C++ and C and all that, it's all dependent on what you have on each machine that you're running it. Like there's a joke that in the tech world, like, oh, it worked on my machine, or it ran on my machine, and that's the point of the joke is like, well, we're not shipping your machine to the customer. You need to make sure it works on their machine, and so there's where the portability is, and so, uh, and same with Windows too. Like if it's too high, or if it's too much of a burden, or if it's not able to run, if it's dependent on libraries or code sets that just aren't there. Like, yeah, anyways. But variables, understanding variables and understanding how to use variables to solve problems. Because all coding is solving problems, like puzzles. I mean, puzzles of how to name, uh, edit, create files, data, and all that. So, So we can't get this. Sorry, back to like figuring out the portal size. That's where half of my mind is at. We're talking about all the programming stuff. So we're already at 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 by, I want to say 24. And one way to find out is if like, so right here we're at elevation 72. And I should have been doing this the whole time. It's easier to measure. So 72, and we're shooting for 24. So 72. Oh, oh man. So 72. Mm. We're going to do something similar to what we just did. We're going to go down until we're down to the next one. And then we're going to shorten up the side, basically. Well, I guess actually first, let's go ahead and see where we're at. So 72 to 96, so we're at 24. All right, so we did count that out right. Oh, that's pretty cool. So 24 by 24. At least I'm fairly certain. Like, I'm still not 100% convinced. Like, that's cool that they add up. Like, you know, we've got 24, and make sure they even do. So I'm pretty sure I was saying 48 when I meant 46, or vice versa. I don't know. But 96 to 72. So we're that. Let's go ahead and go reclaim all of that stuff. Oh, man. And even if you were doing Java, like, I mean, like you should, and that's what's cool about Coding Game and Code Wars, is because you can just toggle between whatever programming language you want, almost anything. It's ridiculous, um, like be able to, and that's an easy way to get a medium level profile on them, is because, oh, let's see, yeah, you can solve a puzzle in one language and then do it in another. I don't know if that works for Code Wars. I know you can do that in Coding Game. Code Wars, I actually spent a lot more time like doing, because that you really only need to do a few of the harder level challenges. Like, so it's blue is what they call the kata level, or the Caillou. Blue Caillou is so Caillou is a rank, and then kata is like the challenge, and each challenge is ranked on a color coding, like white being white and a numerical too. So it's white level 8 and 7. They're they're the lowest form, the easiest problems, and that goes all the way down. And then the orange, you're getting into 6 and 5s, and then 4s and 3s are like a blue, and then 2s and 1s are like a purple, or even like, I don't know, different kind of blue. But I'm just like happily sitting at like a normal blue, like 3 and 4. Rank, and it took a lot. Like, I did like hundreds of the white challenges, like just to see, you know, like what if I just did like all of the easy problems, and yeah, literally hundreds, and it didn't matter. Like, I had to do, oh nice, um some harder ones. And so I did like at least three, I think, blue level challenges. And one was like changing, if you get like a bunch of seconds, like millions or trillions of seconds or whatever, like a bunch of seconds, then separate it out into days, or wait, sorry, I think years, months, days, hours, minutes, seconds. And it might have missed months. I don't know. But there's like at least several different segments to break it up into. So like, okay, well, how many years is that? Well, all right, because I mean, like 1 million seconds, it's probably only what, like 50 years or something a lot more manageable. All right, now as for this, let's see, I should probably, yeah, gather up what we can here. And it drove me nuts because like the printing, like once you got all the information done, that's cool, but like formatting and printing can really mess you up. Like, and I solved it a much slicker way later, but I was hard coding, like if there's more than 1 month, then add an S to the end of month. Like when it printed out, like it's, you know, 1 million seconds is 50 years, 5 months, 6 hours, or 6 days, or maybe it was days and weeks that was missing. Maybe weeks, but days and months were there. Either way, I remember there was like one of them missing. All right, so we're 24 tall, I think, because we started here, so that's inclusive. So 72. Then I stood on top of it all was 96. So actually, maybe we're at. See, that's why inclusive or exclusive. I might be wrong. So the top layer starts at 72, and I'm pretty sure it's 96. So on top, so there's a difference or a delta of 24. So it'd be one. I still don't trust that, like because of inclusive or exclusive. But either way, doesn't matter. Let's start shrinking it on this way. So we'll start. We'll just ratchet it down until it works. So now we're gonna start here. Yeah, by 2 units. Actually, there we go. Okay. That's kind of scary actually. Because yeah, like I said, that counts as falling down on it. Oh, and I think I just placed a ladder somewhere else. When you hear that noise like an extra one. Anyways, doesn't matter. Gotta be getting close. Oh, yep. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we're what, 22 and 24? Kind of doubt this one's gonna. Oh, come on. No. All right, and continue to ratchet. And we know 14, like absolutely, but let's just continue to. So now another one. Wait, another 2. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of just like some of the problems. Like, I mean, the one of the easiest ones, like of the Clash of Codes, was like, find the angles of a triangle given 2 angles. And so for a quick geometry refresher, for anyone, oh, jeez, like all the angles inside a triangle add up to 180, and so they give you 2 of them. So then it's like, okay, well, 60 and 30. All right, so that makes 90, and then so the other angle is 90, so it's a right triangle. Oh wait, wait, what am I doing? Hold on. I feel like it's close, but maybe it does have to be. I don't know. It's going to be ridiculous. If we get to 14 and it's still not working, we know we have to bring down the height. Oh, I'm going to run out of obsidian. Oh, no. Never mind. I've got plenty of obsidian. Oh, shoot. Oh, this is going to hurt. All right. Well, not that bad. Okay. Or it might be something like, output some text or given a name, like format. Oh, but this one, the challenge that was really tough was because I could have just grouped all of the units and then put them in a list, and then as I print them out, be like, I don't know, it went from hard coding each situation. Oh, wait. Okay, we're down to like the last. Yep, last one. And then if this doesn't work, then we know that needs to be shorter. And then we can also reverse this too, like how we're building up the inside. Oh man, I forgot. Oh, that's how you clutch. Okay. Well. I'm still bad at it. I wouldn't trust myself to do it. All right. Now. So, and another one was a Sudoku solution checker. So basically you had to check if all rows had only 1 through 9, if all columns had only 1 through 9. Oh, man. So now it needs to be shorter. All right. Maybe we were close to maximum size anyway. All right, because even just 2 more, we could do 1. That seems silly. Let's try to lower the height. If we get down to 14, in fact, let's try to measure. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because if it's 24 units, then halfway would be, I don't know. Or wait, so that's 12. How do I want to do this? I feel like I should have been doing these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even know what I'm trying to do. Let's do it by twos. So 1, 2. Hmm. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not. Can't really drop down, though. Should have put more water buckets down. Oh, I have ladders, I guess. Oh, that was a lucky guess. All right. So now, since I'm not obstructing it, then technically... Oh, I could just run over here. Whee! All right. There we go. Okay, so now, what do we do with that information? We're back to the slightly bigger size. Wow, that was a lot of effort to find that. So, I mean, we could try raising it just 1 unit? Or we could raise it 1 more. Yeah, raise it 1 unit. Okay. Actually, I guess I should probably break it first. Yeah, let's actually just kind of... It's gonna smash. Alright. I can try to catch him. I missed that one. Alright, but we're close. We're gonna find out exactly how big we can make it. So we're still square, I'm pretty sure. And it was just 1 bigger than the one that I made it by default. So that random dart that I threw, basically, like picking out a random size, it was pretty close. So that's pretty cool. But, and I think I have done it in creative mode before, but I definitely don't remember the numbers by any means. I can't even remember the numbers in this one. Like, I don't trust myself. Like, oh yes, it's a 24 by 24. I don't even know where we're at, actually. We're 14, 16? Yeah, because it was 14, and not even, like, that's total width. So yeah, I guess 16 makes sense. It's like TV size. You get, like, the actual screen size. Okay, so we've got 1 more that way. Let's try to maybe break this one and then light it. Because we know it won't work up. That's the whole point of why we did this whole thing, was to drop it 2 units at this width. So now... Oh. It's such an interesting sound. Alright, wait. Actually, let's go ahead and... Oh. There we go. I gotta go back up and destroy all these blocks, but... Anyways, yeah, Sudoku problem solver, and I goofed that one up pretty good. So I checked for the columns and the rows, and that was fine. But I completely forgot to check for the mini grids. So for those that don't know, Sudoku is like if you took a tic-tac-toe board and took each one of those sections, each one of those 9 sections where you can possibly move, and break that down into a tic-tac-toe of 9 sections. And you have to have 1 through 9, the numbers 1 through 9, once and only once in every subsection, like each mini tic-tac-toe section, and then each row in each column. It's a really fun game, and like I usually do it for long flights, and like, you know, bring like a physical paper book of Sudoku. It's also really fun because then you can start drawing too, like graffiti or tagging or cartooning or just random stuff or yeah. Never really did a lot of spray paint stuff. I mean, I like to draw graffiti, but in my own notebooks, my own property, like I didn't like, messing with someone else's thing because you might think it looks cool, hey, but they probably don't. I mean, they didn't ask for it for sure. Like that's why it's a lot different. Like if you do like a mural, then yeah, cool. That's with their consent. Everything needs consent. So, and understood consent. That's the other like big kicker. All right, so now I'm curious. So we made it one width wider. So now we're at 16 for the inside, 17 for the total. So we're at our original 14, then 16, and then that. Um, so let's go ahead and try to jack it up one more taller. Because I want to see if I can make it taller now that it's wider. But I mean, I feel like this is kind of a square. We'd have to count where we're at now again. Okay. Science. Well, and this is. It's like, I hypothesized that the maximum size of a nether portal could be 14 units by 14 units, and so I built it that big. And then now I'm finding out that we're actually closer to at least 17 wide. Yeah, because we're inclusive of the width. All right. So now, I mean, we're almost getting to the point where I could probably survive that fault. Well, maybe not that, but like if I landed on the first row of emeralds, I might survive that. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. So it has to be one shorter. Wait, I wonder. Now I'm wondering if I did fill up this side again and made it 16, would it work? Because we made it taller. It did work with 17 wide and whatever that was tall. Let's do it real quick. I mean, I should probably write this out on pen and paper and be able to tell exactly, like, oh, okay, because I kind of see it. I mean, this is like seeing is believing kind of like thing. Nope, missed it. You're supposed to... Wait, what? Oh, I was crouched on top of it, I think. There you go. You clutch by crouching. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's hurry up and do this. We're out here in the rain testing this out. Ah! That's how you clutch. You crouch as you're falling. But I didn't mean to fall all the way. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. No, because I just need to pop the last two. Wait, that didn't sound right. Where did it... Yep, behind me. Okay. All right. That's where I was expecting to see all those ladders earlier when they were making different things. Okay, so I can't make it... It has to be one shorter. No matter what. And we can make it one wider again. And just to prove that, we'll make it one shorter again. This is so I don't fall off and die. Okay, now... Huh. I mean, we know this will work. Right? Like, this will work. So, and that's 72. So if it's inclusive, 72, so it's 23? 23 units? And so just to be sure, well, here's what we could do. Okay, it's at least that big. So now, wait. Actually, I do want some more. Okay, so We start. So if I stand on there, oops. So we're at 1, and then whatever is left over from this. It was 30. So 1 and 22, so 23. Okay, that's what we thought here, because 95 and 72, 23. All right, so it's 23 units tall. That's inclusive of the actual row that's doing it. See, like, we can even prove to go out. Like, if we were making a mock-up, it took 23 units to get up there. In fact, to really, you know, when we fall through, that's how many units the width or the side is. Although, that's if we catch all of them. 24. Ah. Wait. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. 23 counted out. 1 left over. I don't know where that one came from, but there we go. So it's 23 high by... We could make it 1 wider, too. We will. So we're going to 23 by 14, 15, 16. All right, let's break it up and make it 1 wider. So we can actually make it 17. Yeah, I'm going to have to... And now we know for sure. Ugh. So I tried to make it taller. It wasn't okay taller at this or the bigger width. All right. That's science in a nutshell. Like, you test something, you test it again, and you have to be able to test it multiple times. That's why I wanted to jump off and build it from scratch, use 23 blocks or whatever, like, to make sure it is exactly 23 high. I mean, because you can make mistakes. I make several mistakes all the time. We all do. People do. It also depends on if you're tired, hungry, altered. I mean, there's any number of things. And also distracted, stressed, anxiety. Like, those are actually a lot more serious than just altered. I mean, or can be. Depends. It's all situational. And every situation is potentially different. But yet still have a lot of similarities, too. Generalizations. Unfortunately, racism, stereotyping. But even if it wasn't true in the beginning, like, even trying to think that way will make it true. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy or self-fulfilling situation. So where now it is a problem, even though it wasn't in the beginning, now it's been made into one. All right. So cool. So we just expanded it 3 units by 3 units. Or no, 14. No, that's not right. It is rectangular. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's rectangular. But even at the numbers, 23 versus 14, 15, 16, 17. It's not equal to 23, so it's not square. Wow, we went a real roundabout way of saying all that, but again, we make mistakes. All right, so now, let's go to bed, and then let's try to round up the rest of this obsidian. That is pretty cool. That looks like, and I can also double check that in creative because I don't honestly really trust that completely. Like, I feel like if I could just do it real quick and then break it down. I might test it again later, actually. I've got plenty of obsidian. I'll go ahead and collect the rest, but yeah. We could even have a series of them. So you could still put like a bunch side by side and stack them. And they all go to the same place, I think. Because so Waddles is a really good, he does a lot of really in-depth videos, and that's where I've learned a lot of how I do stuff, and also just tinkering around, but, you know, especially for, like, in-depth, informative, like, update news and all that. Waddles is definitely someone to check out, but, where was I going with all that? Shoot, what was I even thinking about all that? Oh yeah, yeah. So he made a nether base, and basically what he did is he put four portals, like four walls of this structure. It was really cool, and like they all it didn't matter which one you used. They all went to the same place. So I mean, and that's kind of one of the dangerous things about building. Uh, no, there's the alarm. So we'll go ahead and finish cleaning this up just real quick. This one, I'll finish the story, then we'll say ta ta. But no, it's the dangerous part of building two portals too close together is they go to the same place or they could hijack a connection. But if you build like four portals in the same like very similar location, they'll all go to the same corresponding portal in the Nether. There we go. That's what I was trying to say with all that. But and he proved that because uh, he made four portals right next to each other, and that's how they happened, or that's how they functioned. So actually, this is gonna be interesting. I should just do all of these. So, anyways, I can carry this on off camera. This is going to take a little while, but um, actually, where are we at? Yeah, 31 minutes. All right. So that's our science experiment for the day. Happy Sunday. We didn't get too political or religious, and that's probably fine. Like, we need to take a break from all that nonsense every now and then, but especially with the election coming up, like, we need to just chill. A lot of people are kind of like getting better at talking things through, or not. I still see a lot of people angry and arguing and saying very cruel things to each other. It's really messed up. It's like you wouldn't say that to their face, like in the supermarket or the grocery store. Like they see a Trump hat or a Harris T-shirt, and just be like, "Hey," I mean, you might glare, but or roll your eyes. I don't know. I mean, and again, it goes back to like what's going on in someone's day. Like it might not even be a problem until we make it a problem. I mean, they might not even do anything like that obvious. Like they might look at it and be like, "Oh, just like look the other way," and be totally thinking about something else. Like the resting angry face that some people tend to have is like when they're thinking, they just look really mad. Like even though they're not, they're just thinking really hard or something, or like they're just completely off in another place. And then you know, then you see them looking at you, or they might be mad at something completely different, and they're looking at you, and you're like, oh no, they're mad at me. Why are they mad at me? So you like how I just kind of kept going, prophesizing and all that, making this a slightly longer one. I apologize, but I do kind of want to clean this all up. So yeah, we're so close, but it's in like triplicate. So it's like the music playing you off, like you've got long enough. Go. Although coding too, yeah, the Sudoku thing. I need to make one that plays Sudoku like recursively and then just does every single combination until they find one that's correct. And there might be even multiple solutions to a puzzle. Like, when you could check that with recursion, just check every single possibility, every permutation of possibilities in a Sudoku grid. All right, we're almost there. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right, ta ta for now. I'll see you in the next one. All right, have a good night.